What's up, everybody? About time to make another delivery here. Going to be delivering to Pacific Transload company, whatever you want to call it, in Oakland, California. Yeah, we're on Interstate 238 heading westbound right now. Just about ready to get on to northbound I-880. We're in the Hayward area of the Bay Area, basically. Done deliveries to this place several times, and I think I have at least two other videos on my channel of me delivering there. So I'll see how much different the experience is today from previous times. It's currently right around 2:45 local time in the morning. We are transitioning on to 880 North now. I don't remember the exact exit number, but we're going to be using the 7th Avenue or 7th Street, whatever you want to call it, exit, which is right before we get to the 880, 580, and 80 split. I've logged 408 so far. I was expecting to be 411, but I had to add a few miles. So should be within I can't remember. It might be within about 10 miles. I don't recall it being very long. Slide over here, have a better view around. I don't have a problem with using this right lane, especially in these conditions. I'll kick back a little bit, so I do think I'm going to end up needing that lane. I see yellow on that sign up ahead, and I think that means that my lane is going to be exit only. So we'll come over here and stay over here. Alright, so this is that load that I picked up in Arkansas City, Kansas, from Creekstone Farms. It's a load of beef. It is ultimately on its way to Japan. So yeah, this customer I go to, basically what happens is I dock in and they pull the freight out of my trailer and throw it into a container, and then the container gets taken over to the port, which is right down the street, literally down the street, and gets put on that cargo ship, and probably spend a couple weeks or whatever the hell it is sailing across the Pacific over to Japan, where it will eventually make its way into people's stomachs. We're going to be passing by the Oakland Coliseum before long here. Actually, see this sign here, Heckenberger Road, 2¼ miles out. That's the street that's just on the south side of the Oakland Coliseum. So on my way over here, let's see, I ended up running the first shift. I finished up my first shift at Amarillo. I was actually hoping to make it to Russell's Travel Center in New Mexico, but I ran out of 14-hour clock. I got down to about just under half an hour left by the time I got to the TA in Amarillo. And I was going to have to stop there anyway, because as I was coming across westbound US 60, I don't remember if I was in the Pampa area, Pampa, Texas, or somewhere else not too far out of that area. I'm holding my brakes pedal in for a red light, and I realized that I must have been leaking something, because I was watching my primary and secondary pressures drop to like 75 psi pretty fast. And I already knew that I had the tire that was seemingly flat as well on the trailer. If you watch my pickup video in Arkansas City, you'll see the detail on that. So I get that. I was gonna want to get the tire looked at anyway, and then it turns out hey, now I got something going on with my service brakes. It would piss out air big time as soon as I touch the service brakes, but as soon as I let go of them, everything was fine. So it was something specifically related to when I was using the brakes, and it turned out to be a bad ABS valve. Basically, it failed internally. And then when I was looking around, when I was I was climbing underneath the axles and stuff, trying to find that, I happened to notice the left rear airbag on my tractor was bulging at the bottom. I'm like, what the hell's up with that? And then sure enough, the mechanic found it too. And I ended up having to replace that airbag. Okay, so I changed all my airbags somewhere not too far above the 600,000 mile level on my odometer, and I'm at 805 or so right now, so I barely even got 200,000 miles out of that bag. And he ended up showing me after he took it off just how bad it was. Basically, it was a plastic body, I guess I would call it. That it mounts to, and that is, the structure of it, I guess. And a good third of the circumference of it was completely gone. Like, it broke off and went flying, probably flew off somewhere. So that was $860 worth of repairs. Originally wanted to pay that out of pocket, but they were having a hard time with their computer system not wanting to allow me to pay out of pocket, because they were already set up in the system for me to pay out of their basically out of my maintenance account through the what they call Shop Connect or E-Connect or whatever the hell they call it now. So I ended up just giving up on that and saying, all right, I'll just go ahead and take it out of my maintenance account. I didn't really want to do that, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm in the hole on my maintenance account right now by about $14,000, and I'm kind of in. I want to get the maintenance account back down, get down to zero as quickly as I can, and not to mention I'm on pace to have the tractor paid off in June. This coming June, so. I'm kind of like to have that maintenance account back in the black by the time I pay the truck off, although I have doubts that's going to happen, but I'm going to try. So, yeah, we'll see. Alright, anyway, yeah, after that I ran, the next shit, also on my pickup video, I talked about how the airbags were deflated on the trailer. I wasn't sure if there was a problem with the air ride system, or if that tire problem that I pointed out might have had something to do with it, because that sometimes can be the cause of the airbag settling when the trailer is parked. And it turned out it was indeed the tire that caused it, because they ended up replacing the tire, and ever since I didn't have any more problems with the airbag settling. In fact, I basically got to the house yesterday, mind you, with 3:43 left on my 70-hour clock. And I spent like I think it was 26 hours. Yeah. I think I got there around 4 p.m.-ish yesterday. And then I guess not yesterday now, but I guess I would call it Sunday, around, actually before 4 p.m. And I got moving again on this shift. I went on duty somewhere around there around 6 p.m. So I was there for a good 26 hours at my house, and I couldn't roll earlier anyway because I only had between the 343 that I shut down at home with, and added another, I believe it was 304. 303, 304, something like that, and recaps from last night, the previous night, whatever. So I only had like 645-ish, or 646, I think, to work with for the shift before I was going to have to sit and wait on recaps. So I just decided, I'm going to go ahead and stay at the house until later, wait till my wife gets home from work, and we can have dinner together and all that kind of stuff, and I can just roll right into my recaps. By then, I already found out what I'm going to be doing for reload. So I gave my DM on Monday. I gave my DM a PTA, which is the projected time of availability, of about noon today. I wasn't sure what time I was going to be dealing with for pickup or where, but I figured it'd probably be in the Salinas area. Alright, we got I-980 coming up, and 7th Street, my exit is 2 miles away. What was I going to say? Anyway, put my PTA in there for noon, like I mentioned, and this morning I wake up and see I got a text message showing that I had a pre-plan, and that pre-plan will be picking up in Gonzales later this afternoon, and that'll be Gonzales, if you're not familiar, is just a little bit south of Salinas by about 10-15 miles. I actually did pick up from there not very long ago. And that load's going to be going to Lake City, Florida. So back to Florida I go. I'm running on a recap, so I do anticipate delivering that one myself. Unless someone decides, hey, you want to swap because someone's trying to get home or something. You never know. And also, I'm going to going more with the local OTR thing, as we call it. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday morning, so my plan is make this delivery and then go pick up the other load, finish off with a 10-hour break, run overnight basically from Gonzales back to my house. Here's 7th Street coming up here. I'm gonna be exiting here. I'll stay in this lane because there are 2 lanes to work with, and I know I'm gonna turn left when I get off the freeway. Alright, been having some light rain spots. It got pretty I got a little bit more moderate, I guess I would say. I don't know, between Tracy and here in a spot, but for the most part, it was dry in Southern Cal, and then it started to get a little misty as I got further up into the northern central San Joaquin Valley, I guess I would say. Alright, 7th Street, we got it's kind of right in between on my speed, but I usually shift down into 5th gear when I get down into around the 15 mile an hour range. Okay, right where this CTI truck is where my customer is at, but I don't deliver, my appointment time's not till 7 a.m. and it's going to be a cluster here, so I'm going to go ahead and just, yeah, there's a group of trucks there on lined up right there. When it comes time later on, I'll wait there in the left turn lane. I'm going to just come down here to Maritime Road and hang out down here for a few hours, and then I'm going to check in around 6. Okay, the Oakland ports, at least some of the facilities are right here in front of us. Make this left turn here to this light. This is Maritime. We can park here in the middle of the street here on Maritime. Yeah, see if I can find parking. If I can't, not a big deal. I can go down the road to I can't remember that street, but there'll be another traffic light further down, and I can make a I can make a right turn, and it'll loop back around and come right this direction with this oncoming 4-wheeler traffic that you see right that just passed by. It'll loop back around right where those guys are coming from. Okay, if all goes well, we'll be able to find parking here. I have even seen trucks parked in the right lane, but I don't really want to be doing that unless absolutely necessary. Don't know if there was enough room for that. Looked like there might have been just enough, but I don't like to park with that kind of space because there's too much risk of hitting somebody. I won't be able to park right here because I got the driveway right here. I don't want to end up being in the way there. Might have an opening right here in between the cars and the bobtail. Yeah, looks like we should be all right. Get over here to get my tandems over here in the middle of the lane, and now, okay. Now we'll go off duty. Okay, so yeah, my plan of attack on that next load is like I was trying to say, get it picked up, finish my 10-hour break, and then head home. Go there, do my doctor's appointment, maybe do another 10-hour break. I'm running on recaps anyway, and then I'll start running across I-40 from there. And that one is due on the 12th. Yeah, the 12th of December. And actually, I have the hours to get it down the 11th, and I should be able to get it down the 11th. So, yeah, I don't see any problem with me being able to deliver that myself. It will be in the Panhandle, though. Lake City is up in the Panhandle, right by where I-10 and I-75 meet up. Anyway, that'd probably help you out a little bit more with the visibility. Look, here's my face! As Aussie Man Reviews says. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to have this footage too excessively long. I just really want to cover what's going on, what it's like at the customer here, all that kind of stuff. Should have the rear cameras working this time. It's kind of tricky here where I think they're recording, but sometimes they aren't. So like the Creekstone Farms pickup did not have any rear camera footage, unfortunately. I intended for it to have footage, but for some reason it didn't save, it didn't record onto my SD card. So, because this camera has two SD cards. The SD card on the top is for the front view, and then the card on the bottom It handles both of the two exterior, the rear-facing cameras. Sometimes I pull the SD card out of the camera and put it in my tablet and find out that that the SD card is empty. There's not 1 bit of data on there. Like, okay, why didn't it record? But when I look on the LCD here on the main camera, because there's a button I can hit that'll put me alternate between the front and rear views. I can see the rear views just fine, and then I see the flashing red light that tells me that the camera's recording, but whether it's recording only the front view or all of the views, that's sometimes a question mark. So, yeah, it's kind of a learning curve, I guess, with this camera. In fact, I ended up buying a couple of 128 gig SD cards so I could get a good 10 hours worth of rear camera view data. I bought those 128ers specifically for the rear cameras, and mainly did that because these green SD cards, these green and black ones here, it seemed like every time I put one of those green and black cards in the card in the SD card slot for the rear cameras, it wouldn't record anything. And then when I'd have the 64 gig, the red and gray ones in there, it would record just fine. And like, okay, I can't seem to win for losing. It's like, yeah, but the front camera and the interior camera both record just fine with any of these SD cards. It's just the rear cameras are really, really picky, it seems. I don't know why my truck is idling kind of rough. I feel more vibration than I should be feeling, and I don't know if it's because it's wanting to regen or something else going on. So I'm gonna have to watch out on that as well. Also, I think I might have another airbag problem on my tractor or something in the air ride system, because when I get through with 10-hour breaks, I can see the mud flaps sitting on the ground, which tells me that the airbags are settling while I'm parked. So if they're settling while I'm parked, then one or more of them is leaking, or the leveling valve is leaking, or something else in the truck is leaking out all the air from the reservoirs and letting all the air come out of the air ride system as well. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna turn that off. Actually, might as well just shut that off anyway. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and send my arrival call, and I don't want to keep rambling because, like I said, I don't want to be giving you guys hour-long videos that don't need to be an hour long. So we'll press on more when it's time to deliver, right? I'll check in about 3 hours from now. Meanwhile, time for me to get a nap. Alright. Okay, guys, it's a little bit after 6 a.m. now. We can go check in. Alright, I can either go all down the street and then loop back around, or before I do anything, change my status. Alright, let this container truck. So I'm going to do the other option, which is come over here and then I'm going to turn around. Alright, there's just that one car he's turning though. Nobody coming northbound, so let's come over here to the right lane. Triple stacked here. Yeah, that loop that I was talking about, that's where the port facilities are, you know, where they can go on and off the ships. Probably should have stopped because I have seen trains use that. Here's at the beat. All right, there we are. Yeah, I have seen trains use those tracks before too. It's not very busy track though, and it's always like a short train because it's just some like a local train that basically picks up that moves stuff between the port and the rail facility there that was across the street from where I was at. You guys might have noticed, Turner, this is a 13.6 bridge. Obviously, we fit under it, so don't worry about it. Just do your thing. If you're a newer driver, though, you know, a lot of times the carriers will have you terrified to go under anything that's below below 14 feet. We're gonna make this left here. There's nobody. It's wide open over here. I got KLLM over there at the top of the hill, but good here, I think. Truck making the right turn from the off ramp was running interference. There's a JCT over here in the staging lot. Setting the brakes just to be sure. She looks like she's going to go around the don't want to accidentally let off the pedal and roll back into her while she's walking around the back of my trailer. quite as busy here today as last couple times. That's good. Yeah, the last couple times I've been here, it was like a huge cluster trying to come in.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Okay, so so we're just gonna go ahead and park in that staging lot that I was just talking about. There is another JCT truck in that lot, or a contractor using one of our trailers, or doing one of our loads or something. I don't know. It's straight up ahead. I don't know if you can see the person with the reflective vest on right in front of us. Right over there is where the office is at. That will be where we'll check in. And meanwhile, there's an, yeah. This guy's walking right toward me, and then, like, yeah. So I figured I'll park over here in this wide open area here. That's probably the other JCT driver, since he's coming from over that. No, there's someone in the driver's seat of that. So, since I'm on a blind side, now I get to show you a real blind side with the mirror. I mean, with the mirror camera. Just gonna watch that chassis back there. It's wide open over there. Make sure I get a little bit better angle over here first, and then I'll chase it so I can see where I'm at in lieu of going. Oh yeah. There we are. I'm gonna get my drive tires over there close to this guy. Chase it before I'm gonna try to get my ICC bar, stop before the ICC bar hits that, because I've already found out what happens. Come on. Yeah, I've already found out what happens when back up so far that my ICC bar goes over the top of that the wall thing there. I think it was in one of my videos too, the previous videos. Couldn't get the truck to move forward at first because the bar was sitting right on top of the wall, and I'm thinking there was something, like maybe it was some ruts in the dirt, and I needed to engage my interaxle diff, and then I figured out that it was just the ICC bar set on the wall, and had to just had to get a little bit more oomph. Okay, I'm gonna fill out this whole this form that the guard gave me, and then we'll get checked in and dock in as soon as we can. Okay guys, we got a door assignment, door 33. Door 20 is right there in front of this white truck that's over there. Come on, now. I'm gonna put personal use forced to move, because I don't want to disrupt the brake I'm already on, and I don't feel like creeping. I could creep over there, I just don't want to. So. Got the four-ways on. Alright. Descend, stop. Okay, Okay, you might notice my headlights are still off too, and that's on purpose. Alright, he's saying, come on through. You can do it! Okay, alright, I see the door 33 is right next to that one whatever container with the shack driver hooked to it. I could have probably just crept here. It's never going to be able to move at normal speed. Because this rolling prime's right there, and then the yard boss is constantly alright. Come over here, and I think I want to say they break the seal. There'll be plenty of room here though, so I might probably get lined up with my door before I open my doors. Once the shack driver is able to move out of the way. Yeah, he's waiting on CTI to come in first though. In position. This is Dave right here. What's going on? We'll have pretty much a straight back setup here, or maybe not. No. Would have had one, but shack driver changed that. Okay, they say I would normally just set up. But it looked like the yard boss is gonna wait for me to get lined up with the door, and he's gonna open my doors when I'm over here. Once I get lined up with my door, my dump door. Also, I'll have to take my tandems over there a little faster. Might need to line back up. Yeah. Kind of running out of space there to work with. No. I go first. Someone's in the middle of back and you wait. Just my right side mirror, so yeah, he's ready to. He's got the bolt cutters right there in his hand already. Okay, so we're good to go here. Probably won't be here more than an hour and a half from this point. Bumped the dock right at about 7 a.m. right when my appointment time is. It's 6:59 actually. So, also, I was telling the yard boss there, or the loader, whatever he is, unloader, whatever. The check-in process here is actually a little more efficient now than it used to be, because it used to be I would check in there. I would go to that staging lot if there was room there, but sometimes we'd even be waiting out on the street the last couple of times I came. And then you would have to go check in, and then they tell you when you're checking in, it's a $150 lumper fee, and then you'd have to come back and ask for your money code and all that. This time they had the form. You fill everything out before you even go check in. You put in your money code for your request for $150 money code, and then once you have that, you get your just fill out your money, your EFS check or com check, whatever you're using, and take it in there with you with your bills and the form they give you when you're checking in. All right, this is David right here. Good, how you doing? Oh. All right. I'll see ya. Yes, I do. You want to see it, or? Thanks. Okay, guys, we're all done here. I need to.
You have 3 hours and 27 minutes of remaining drive time.
I'm gonna get my pressure up a little further first. Primary is almost up because I got a leak, and I think it's still that hose or the fitting down there underneath my truck. I tried to change the fitting yesterday, but it turned out the threaded part that goes into the reservoir was the right size, but the other end that the hose goes into is the wrong diameter. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out again, get the right one again. All right. Pull forward here. We'll have the fry miller over here. I'm gonna at least get away from the dock doors before I close my doors. I checked, this is a two-way lane. I want to get my tandems over here far enough where a fry miller can maneuver. Fuck. Nah, that's not going to make it. You can go ahead first if you want. I was just trying to get my tandems out of your way at least. Good to go, or? Alright, got 60-degree weather here. A little on the cool side, but feels, yeah, feels alright. Definitely was too warm to be wearing that hoodie again still. Ow! Fucker. Okay, it's my empty call and we'll be out of here. Got a little bit more than half a tank. So I got all the way up here, and the last time I fueled up was in Yucca, Arizona. Alright, Oakland PD there. Alright, we'll get moving there. One of the guys there, one of the yard bosses, I didn't release you, did I? Or like the other guy did. Yeah, I was like, I got my bills already, and the other guy released me, so. Alright, we're going to make a left turn here, and then an immediate right after that to get on the southbound 880. Gonna head down to Gilroy.
You have 3 hours and 27 minutes of remaining drive time.
Get my trailer washed out there, probably grab some food as well. Freaking sun. Can't see through my head mirror very well when the sun's on my face and blocking my ability to use it. Anyway, yeah, this is a ramp for southbound 880. I'm going to have some traffic problems on the way down to Gilroy, but to be expected. It's still 8:45 right now. Doesn't look like that metering light's on, so it's okay here, but I know the map is showing traffic delays coming up a little bit. So I'll deal with it. When I looked up on I looked at because I got a message about the Salinas pickup at 2200 tonight, and I wasn't aware that there were 2 pickups on that one. I should have known though, because last time I picked up in Gonzales there were 2 pickups. So I'm going to have plenty of footage available to post for you guys this week. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Again, I want to keep it reasonably short. No need it's pretty much just 880 down from here to San Jose. And then US 101 from San Jose down to Gilroy. And then the truck stop there in Gilroy has a truck wash that I use. It's $40 there. It's called Joe's Truck Wash. I go there all the time when I deliver up in this area, and I'm going down to toward the Salinas area. So that'll help you guys out if you guys have deliveries out this way and reloading Salinas and want to know good washout option. They actually have a dedicated washout lane over there, and they have one of those Togos, or I don't know, one of those sub shop things there inside that place. It's not Quiznos, it's not Subway, it's I forget the name. It's like some smaller thing, but I think it's based on like Togos or whatever, something along that line. It's better than Subway in my opinion. So, and there are a few other things there too if you're looking for food that's not sitting in your truck. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. We got the traffic delay coming up right here, coming toward downtown Oakland. Yeah, still got a few miles to go before we get there, but no sense continuing this. But I got plenty more video footage I'll be recording and eventually posting for you guys today. So you guys all have a great night, and we'll see you later, right? Thanks.